The winds have shifted in Alethkar. Once Kholinar shone, a beacon of pride and glory. Now its towers groan beneath the weight of despair. Its people whisper of shadows moving in the rain, of oaths long broken beneath the thunder's roar. 4 souls drawn together, bound by threads unseen. An investigator chasing truth through a city drowning in secrets. A thief, mercenary by name, but fierce of heart, determined to save the home that scorns them. A fabric cloaked in falsehood, shaping light and metal, seeking to forge a better tomorrow before the storm consumes the present. The Vorin woman, staring defiance into the eyes of destiny, striving to become more than her world dares to allow. The city trembles. Cults, old and forgotten, whisper beneath the weeping stone. And from the tempest comes a call for those who would speak the last ideal.
Hi, everyone. How are you this evening? It is good to see you. We come to you off of the back of a rather intense end of last session. It was our own Navali that needed to confront a particular individual. But we soldier on, and in the face of saying the words of Radiance, in the face of discovering and confronting many different truths about each of our many cast members here, we are going to continue on this evening with that sort of cliffhanger moment that Navali was having. What was going to happen in the aftermath of the death of Cutter? It is. Let me tell the people at home. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the Stormlight Archives and the world of Roshar, right now, the capital city of Alethkar is in the midst of what is called a high storm. Now, for many people, some of our own cast, you have experienced incredible weather. Tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, typhoons. Now, a high storm is the highest category of hurricane that you can imagine. A storm wall so visceral and so thick that you could be 2 miles away and feel rough winds, incredible rain, and then when that wall hits you, It flays skin from bone. The raindrops slice like knives. And the wind can, at its apex, throw around literal boulders. Ridiculous shelves of stone, tearing down infrastructure. These storms go from east to west. Every building that has stood any real test of time upon Roshar is incredibly fortified on the eastern side, or is built in the shelter of mountains and hills that create natural breaks for these high storms. Now, Kholinar, the city that is the capital of Alethkar, the nation that our company finds themselves in, is in the midst of one. Rain battering against roofs and walls and windows. And it is there we are going to zoom in, amidst the sounds of whipping winds, destructive thunder, strikes of lightning. We are underneath the street of Kholinar, within a hollowed out section of the city. Not a cistern, not a sewer, no natural formation. These are very squared stone enclosures that have been built by soulcasters, turning stone to grain. This is the hideout of Navali, formerly Cutter, and the home of what has been dubbed the Network, a group of individuals, mostly children, preteens and teens, that are truly the closest thing to a thieving guild that we have seen. So, Nev. You stand in front of a door that you have never been behind, for fear that the dweller would serve out rather violent retribution for you snooping through its environs, and that is the home of Cutter, his personal abode. So, as you stand facing this door, which has represented so very much a barrier to yourself that you would not overcome, you recognize that Cutter is dead and at your hand, and that any secrets that cannot be revealed by this room will likely be dead as he is.
I test the doorknob. Is it open?
Cutter is a bastard. He lived as one, and, just as you presumed, he died as one. This door has a rather complicated lock upon it, and it will take you some time to get it open, but he's the one that taught you. He's the one that taught you that there are trap pins, and that you can force locks open using a dummy key. That a lock does exactly one thing, and that is keep honest people out of places that they shouldn't be. But neither of you are honest, and this door is not any permanent obstacle. So before long, your expertise in thievery...
Unless his body had the key.
Oh, most certainly not. You can only imagine that it would be hid somewhere surreptitious, where he would retrieve it each time, so that no one could pickpocket something that would lead into his most inner sanctum. Because Cutter was a bastard.
Yep. When I open the door, what does it look like?
Inside is a rather Spartan environment. There is a bed, which is slightly more plush than the bedding that you and the children would sleep upon, using actual down feathers from chickens. The walls have some sparse actual art upon them, stylized maps of Kholinar, a painting of the palace, and a few small tapestries, perhaps the size of a small carpet, that have been hung up that bear what appears to be grasslands from the fabled country of Shinovar. Something that you recognize from teachings when you were at the orphanage, or perhaps just from the different pieces of art and descriptors that you have heard and seen in the markets. Mm-hmm. There is a desk made from hardwood that seems to have been, even at a glance, soulcast out of some other material. Wood is usually what has been soulcast into other materials, but it seems as if this was chiseled stone turned to wood. So, you see a small lockbox that sits underneath the desk. And you also see a small dining area. A stove that has a heat fabrial that sits underneath it. Some dining implements and a small shelf with foodstuffs sitting upon it. Everything else seems tucked away, either within the desk or in the lockbox.
I think Nev is going to pick up the lockbox and set it on top of the desk. She's going to sit down in his chair and start opening drawers. I'm looking for hidden things, false bottom, taped to the lid kind of things.
The lockbox is quite simple. If you had to guess, you would say that Cutter was almost daring someone to come in here and go through his things, go through his possessions. These are very simple methods of keeping your possessions safe. You see that it has a small padlock on it that unlatches fairly simply. You could likely pop a dagger into the actual clasp and twist hard enough to have it reveal its contents.
Yeah, I'll do it. And there's nothing in the desk either?
I'm getting to the lockbox first. Oh, yeah.
Got it.
You open up the lockbox, and on the interior of the lid are is a sheaf of paper that has been gummed to the interior of it. It has what can really only be described as a cipher. There are words in Alethi, letters in Alethi, that correspond to symbols in either a language or a symbol system that you don't understand. They don't seem reminiscent of anything that you've seen before, but it is very clearly a secret message system, some sort of cryptographic method of communicating between whomever and whomever. You can't recognize the symbols as words right now. However, you do know that you've seen these symbols around Kholinar. They have been on buildings, mostly businesses. They have been on light eyes holdings. They have been on the walls of the palace. This is clearly a way for different folks to communicate. So the other possessions that are inside of this lockbox, there is a pouch of spheres. Works out to be about 80 marks. There is a dagger. That dagger is made out of a metal that you do not recognize. It is not steel. It is not iron. It is not even bronze. It seems to be made out of a very silver material. You think that it might even be silver itself, like polished to what seems to be almost a mirror finish. And besides that, there is a span reed.
Okay. Is the span reed dark right now?
The span reed is dark.
Okay. I tuck everything into the box. But I'm definitely going to be taking it with me.
Yeah.
And I've never seen this metal before.
It looks like silver.
Okay. Very silver mirror finish. Span reed. Okay. Nev isn't really one for talking very much. I've kind of hinted at it, but they've historically had difficulty talking because of an old injury. So if Jez is there, she's not saying anything to him, but she's gonna just start methodically going through, okay, let me go through the drawers, check the bed, check for hidden things like stuff behind bricks in the wall, underneath furniture, etc.
You start going through the desk, and you're looking for false bottoms, you're looking for hidden compartments, and you find it rather swiftly. You start knocking on things, and in the top drawer on the right-hand side of the desk, which contains 2 drawers, there is a bundle. Inside of that little cloth bundle, there is a fairly large amount of black leaves.
Do I recognize these?
I think, what are your cultural expertises?
Oh boy. Really just Alethi, Baden.
I think that I will allow a lore roll for this.
I'll try. Okay, that's actually not bad. What's my lore plus 2? Total of 18.
With a total of 18, it is fairly obvious that these are blackbane leaves. It is a virulent poison, one that will essentially shut down the nervous system and cause death in a very short period of time in whoever ingests either the raw leaves or a tincture of the concoction of the leaves themselves. Other than that, within this hidden desk this hidden portion of the desk is a ledger.
Okay.
It is written in plain Alethi. It is a collection of credits and debits from a gambling house here in Kholinar.
That explains so much.
The book goes on to detail that Cutter is in fairly deep with some of the agents within this gambling house. The gambling house being the Red Swallower.
Red Swallower?
The Red Swallower, which is a deep sea bottom-feeding animal of some sort that lives along the north coast of Alethkar. The book goes on to detail that Cutter was in a pretty significant amount of debt, that he was working as a bookie, and that he had run several successful collection schemes, some of which you recognize.
Things that I did for him.
You have been clandestinely robbing and extorting people that Cutter either owed money to directly or who would owe money to the gambling hall.
So not Dreyer jobs at all.
These are not Dreyer jobs. There is a fairly obvious name that is attached to the ownership of this hall. That is a man named Rave.
Rave. Do I know that name?
You do not know that name.
Okay. But these don't match up to all the jobs I've done for Cutter, do they?
No, not anywhere close. You just recognize a couple of names and a couple of locations. There has been a few back alley there have been pop-up card games. There have been pop-up dice games that have been done in certain locations that you have watched from afar and then robbed the people that have come out of these games.
Yeah.
Cutter has a fairly long list here of crimes against his own word. You don't work for people outside of the Dreyer.
Right.
Rave, as far as you know, is not of the Dreyer.
It's not true.
And
Yeah.
if he is, then you should probably have words with him. Because now Cutter is dead. And in all likelihood, the debt would fall on whoever else is in the Dreyer. And that means you. He made a fairly strong suggestion that it was a threat that the children and you would be in deep trouble if he died. That there were plans in place, that you wouldn't be safe. And it looks like you have realized why.
How much debt is he in? Was he in?
You spend a little bit of time and tally up everything that is at least within this ledger, and it seems to be right around 1,000 marks.
Okay. Is there anything anywhere that would indicate that these people have any idea who Nev is or the kids are or anything?
That is, in all likelihood, that is an answer that you cannot glean from this. It doesn't talk about the. It doesn't even slightly talk about the. The home of the Dreyer. It doesn't. He doesn't write any of those things down. However, leaders of gambling halls and people that Cutter would associate with, I mean, if you were in the shoes of someone who owed you 1,000 marks and you knew that they were a part of an organized crime collective, would you have them followed? Would you press them for answers? Would you make threats? Cutter doesn't associate with good people. And you can't imagine anyone that he would operate with on a fairly regular basis would, well, have enough goodness in their heart to leave well enough alone.
Oh, this is so much worse than I thought. Okay. Is that it for the desk?
The lower portion of the desk contains a small journal.
Oh.
A personal journal. It is locked. And you pop it open. And inside, there is a very long and storied series of entries going back to a little bit before you joined the Dreyer. It is essentially the journaling of a man who believes that he can shape up a community, that he can create something that is better, that the underworld of Kholinar is a seedy hotbed of death and horror for the children and for the destitute Dark Eyes. And slowly that dissolves. It turns into anger, frustration, raving notes about light eyes, speaking about drug addiction, how he's dabbled in fire moss and alcohol, and that at the very end, he was writing about fear. Fear that he had hurt you too much. You see an entry about him striking one of the children. The first entry about it speaks about he's happy that he did it and that he might be able to reclaim some independence and agency back in this thing that he created. And then several tear-stained pages later, it speaks about how he wishes it didn't have to be this way, and that now he's dug his own grave, that no matter what he does, he won't be able to dig his way out. And then you read the very last entry, and all it says is, I need to kill the only thing that I could have ever called family. And I'm scared it's going to feel good when I do it.
I think Nev sits there for a long time reading entry after entry, just morbidly wondering what could have gone through his mind at any given time. He never opened up to her or any of the kids. He never gave her more information than was absolutely necessary for any given job about himself or anything. And I think at the end, even though Nev had strangely neatly piled things on top of the desk before looking anywhere else or doing anything else, you just see her just absolutely wrecking this entire room. The furniture, the decor, the paintings, every shred of any piece of him, she just tears it down. She tears it apart, screaming and crying and louder than she's ever been in her life. And despite the overwhelming amount of pain that she is in, she realizes that it's not physical anymore. And she looks into the mirror that she has just smashed. And she doesn't have a scar anymore. And her jaw doesn't hurt. For the first time in 4 years. She looks the way she did 5 years ago. Is there anything else she finds in the midst of all this destruction?
As you rip down the tapestry of the palace, you see a small readout of false stones.
I think she's thinking to herself, what else could it possibly be in this storming room? Yeah, I'm just gonna tear the bricks out. Like, I'm sick of finding more things.
Inside of this small readout is what Navali could really only describe as a fabrial. There is a gauntlet that has a slender piece of metal that protrudes from the back of the gauntlet up to the elbow. And there is a small handhold upon that slender piece of metal for the offhand to hold on to. It is set with a rather large sapphire in the palm. It is reinforced all throughout the wrist, fingers, and along the base of the forearm, the lower side. And as you're marveling at it and looking, sitting in the aftermath of this ruined chamber, you hear on your shoulder, and the tiniest amount of pressure, Jez. How you feeling, kid? Is that good?
don't understand what this is.
No, I meant more, like, emotionally.
She just kind of, like... She doesn't look at him, because I think she's still, like, very tear-stained, red-faced. Heartbeat probably way higher than normal, which is already pretty bad for Nev. How do you think I feel?
Pretty mad, pretty sad.
Standing in the middle of this room where all the wood is splintered and the bed is torn apart, so there's feathers everywhere, and... He needed to die.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, he had to go.
I'd kill him again right now if I could.
Well, I mean, he was a dictator. Whether or not he wanted to be benevolent or, you know, create something better, he didn't. He went down a really dark path. He was going to hurt you and the kids. And I know Voran tradition would tell you, you know, turn aside and try to let him be better and allow the judgment of the Ardents, yada yada. But he's, you know, spent a lot of years at the side of a lot of warriors, and there's a lot of people, there have been a lot of people that would tell you, well, you can't be the executioner for all the things that are bad in this world. And I think those people haven't seen how bad things can really get.
They have no idea.
So, as long as it's in the interest of protecting people that can't do it themselves and folks that are truly innocent, I just don't want you to feel bad about this. Because I kind of pushed you to do it, but I think we both know we had it coming.
No, Jazz. I was thinking about this before I knew you were even here.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this for years.
Okay.
Not just you.
Well, you did really good.
Then why doesn't it feel good?
Because grief is a complicated thing. And you don't have to feel good right now. What you need to do is be strong enough for the community that you've built. And help people that need it. And I'm not good at lying, so I'm not going to. There's going to be more killing. Cutter's just the first, and I think the sooner that we overcome...
She looks at Jez now like, Cutter was not the first.
Okay. Regardless, the world doesn't need another killer.
No.
No, it just needs a protector. And protection sometimes means, oftentimes means...
hurt.
Yes.
I know.
I also don't think I've ever seen anyone grit their teeth through 9 inches of steel slipping between their ribs. That's wild.
What, me? I look down at my shirt, which has like a hole in it from getting stabbed.
No, the other person that had a dagger thrown through their abdomen in front of me today. Yeah, you.
It didn't actually hurt that bad, surprisingly.
We can unpack that later.
She just shrugs. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
She's gonna start picking up the things that she retrieved and the fabrial and put them all in I guess her bag. She's keeping these things.
Yeah.
The journal too.
Okay, well, do you wanna go hang out with your friends?
I think just at this strange amount of levity and attempt to cheer her up, which is something she does not experience ever, is just like, yeah, I guess that beats standing here, doesn't it?
Get Alstrom to make you a sandwich. You're probably hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably eat.
Cutter's body's gone. That's taken care of. Valarin's taken care of the kids. It's, I'm sure everybody else is going through it too. And you got that note. So that's, the next step.
The note. She completely forgot. She face palms. Yeah. I have to go talk to Bright Lord Tunavir.
You don't have to do that in front of me.
Ugh.
Yeah. He's, I don't like him either.
There's something different about him. I'm not sure what, but
I think he's crazy.
It's not good, no.
Yeah, I think he's a crazy person.
Well, maybe we need to go talk to our friends about how crazy it is, because she holds up the letter and kind of shakes it a little bit. I probably shouldn't do this alone.
Oh, definitely not. No, most certainly not.
But
if nothing else, you need Alstrom.
why?
Because you can't fight on an empty stomach.
I think she actually laughs. She actually laughs out loud. You're right. Thanks, Jez.
Now, I know you're probably really excited, but we shouldn't fly over there.
Oh, yeah, we probably can't do that without being seen, right?
Well, and everyone already looks down on you because of the silly gender roles in this dumb era, but you also would be seen as a heretic because everyone in this city seems to be attached to some sort of notion that we're all heretics now because of the recreants.
I can't fight everybody on an empty stomach without Stormlight. Okay, I hear you. Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to stay in here anyway. She's gonna scoot, because this is probably by all the time reading and tearing everything apart. The storm's probably over. They only last a few hours in any given area. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. The storm goes by super fast. So, yeah, we'll zoom out from there. And my question is, where would Nev try to gather everyone?
Well, I think Nev is a little wary of Alshir because clearly she's not down with what we're doing. So Sparkflicker. I have to talk to people anyway. And
Okay.
Little Hair does.
Okay.
So it's good to show up there.
You arrive at the Sparkflicker. I'm gonna trundle us along just a little bit here.
Yeah, please.
Berdalar would be there first after Nev gets in contact. That feels about right. Feraniel would be there a short time after, prompt but not rushing. And Alstrom's late because Alstrom is late. Wave gets him caught up in some sort of equation in the basement that leads literally nowhere, and then you need to rush out the door. And as you sit in the basement of the Sparkflicker, Bear, can you remind me again, because I cannot seem to find it within the note that I have here. I don't think I actually took down her name. What?
Verdana?
Verdana. Gotcha. I have this big NPC naming and pronunciation guide, and I did not actually write her name down. So Verdana. Fantastic. So Verdana sets you up downstairs in your typical seating area, but she does, just before anything gets really popped off or anything like that, she puts a bowl of crushed beans of some sort, garlic and salt, an approximation of hummus, and some lavis green wraps on the table, and then taps Bertalar on the shoulder and asks, "Hey, Gancho, could I speak to you upstairs real quick? Quick like, just real quick."
Oh, sure, yeah, okay. I'll be right back.
You are taken upstairs, just in front of the bar. There's a few sparse customers, as usually in the mid-afternoon. What? Is this going to be, like, a regular thing?
No, I mean, it doesn't have to be.
No, it's fine. But I like to know, right? Because, like, you're showing up here pretty often, and then I keep hearing all this muckety-muck about you and yours being mixed up with, like, and then she leans in, like, thieving and all, right? Right. So, and when I hear that, it makes me think, well, little Herdaz is gonna, prosper, and like, Bertalar's a good man, and it must be for a good reason, and I don't question it too much, but if I have to start, crafting alibis and making excuses, and, like, should I make, like, a hidden room? Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, like, moving parts here for me if you's going to be here and you're sort of in the muck when it comes to the different things going on here. So, is this what we're talking about? Like, is this going to be a regular thing? And before you get started on this, like, well, I don't want to intrude, and I don't want to blah, blah, and I don't want to inconvenience you, shut up, because I've sort of already squirreled away a little bit of time to make the accommodations, because I storm and hate some of the people that he's going up against, and I've got my own sort of agenda to have, like, some dangerous folk hanging around, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Wow, okay, I did not think that that's what we were going to be talking about. Sure, yeah, no, let's say yes.
Yeah, all right. What do you think we was going to be talking about?
I had no idea. Maybe, like, I thought maybe you were going to give me another, like, don't be a bad boy, go see your family.
Well, I mean, go see your family. And also, like, quit being a bad boy. But if he's going to be a bad boy, I think you should probably do it intelligently, because you're kind of just showing up here with, like, the face of a lot of, like, the organized crime within the city, and, like, a military officer, and also, I mean, Alstrom.
I mean, he's probably the worst of all to be seen around, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it. I'll be a better bad boy.
All right. Well, if you're gonna be bad, you might as well be the baddest, right?
I guess so.
All right. Well, fantastic. All right. So I'm gonna set up like a little secret room downstairs. I'm gonna wall something off. All right. And then you can start having your little meetings in there instead of in, my friggin' sandwich closet. And then I'm gonna make a little tunnel out for y'alls in case things go sideways. I'm gonna reinforce the door so that if people are trying to come in, they're not gonna be able to just kick the door in. And then I'll keep some weapons on hand just in case things go a little sideways. You ain't never heard of the, Chill Riders, right? You ever heard about that? You didn't serve, did you?
No.
No? All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this right now, and this is no secret. I don't care who hears this one. Alethi has, on more than one occasion, been an aggressor within the territory of Herdaz, right? And I know our little, strip of muck isn't exactly the most glorious thing on the entire planet, but it's home. And we do, the best with what we got. I served for a not insignificant amount of time with the Chill Riders. The Chill Riders, we sort of fought against the standing army of Alethi on more than one occasion. And thus,
Okay.
I recognize some of the losers that populate the guards here in Kholinar. You catch what I'm saying?
I think so, yeah.
Well, so we's gonna talk, and me and the boys here in Sparkflicker sort of, if things go down between you and the guard, let's just say that we ain't afraid to clean up, and I think it'd be seen as a little bit of retribution, right? So I see what you're doing.
I'm glad somebody does, because I don't know.
Well, there's good ones all over, right? There's good ones. There's, everybody say, like, there's, the guards keep us safe and yada, yada, yada. But I say AGAB. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Okay.
Okay. You know how to fight, Bear?
Yeah.
Show me sometime.
Okay.
All
We
right.
can do that.
I'll keep an eye out for you. And tonight, specifically, drinks and food are on the house.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I've got some important things to discuss. So,
Well, give him hell.
yeah. Oh, thank you. Jordana, I'm gonna head, but thank you.
Yeah. She hands you a wooden platter filled with little creme cup drinks in glasses. You smell the smell coming off of them, sweet and spiced. You can very much smell those like spicy Herdazian, the different peppercorns and such. You made a pretty specific set of drinks for you this evening.
Okay, I'll take it back to the table downstairs.
Nev is
Well,
eating
that-
like she's never eaten before when you come down.
That was crazy. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Mid bite of flatbread, huh?
I mean, I think Verdana's gonna build us like a secret meeting room or something.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
And bring on like ex-military for protection. Not Alethi, no. I mean, her dad's boys, you know.
Okay. Well, that's great. Right?
Sure.
Looks
I
around
mean,
at
it's
everybody.
good. That seems good, I think, right?
I would say that's good.
So, do we need a secret meeting room? Are we planning to do more things?
That is why I called all of you, so...
You're muted, Craig.
Oh, Craig, you're muted. Sorry.
Are you saying you never wanted a secret clubhouse?
No, no. I didn't know why you called us here, and I was happy to be called here because there's things I want to talk to you all about, but yeah.
I mean,
Nev puts some stuff on the table, just like a bag. I have a few things to show you all, but yeah, we should talk.
me too.
First here, and she's gonna pass to you, Bear, a really perfectly folded scarf. I took your scarf home, and I just want to say thank you. And I did wash it. It's not the same color that it was when you gave it to me.
Yeah, no, that's... You know what? Keep it. It's yours now.
Okay. And she's gonna put it back into her purse.
I mean, to answer your question, Fira, I think some bad stuff is about to... It's about to go down no matter where you are, no matter who you are. And I would much rather face it, because I'm going to, one way or the other. You know, I'm not gonna walk away, not now. But I would rather face it with people I trust.
It does. I was thinking it does feel a little bit like we're connected somehow from the things we've seen and the things I want to tell you about. I don't think anyone else would understand. So, Nev, I was happy to hear from you.
I think we're all having the same realization here that we're kind of in it now.
These invisible strings that connect us do not cut easily.
No. But we've already proven we can work fairly well together. So that counts for something. We survived our first job. That's more than a lot of people can say.
Yeah, about that. Nev, do you remember? I had this guard stop by my place and said that he saw me at the devotery that day.
What did he look like?
Was it Bright Lord Tasmir?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll describe Bright Lord Tasmir to them.
That's the man
Oh,
with
Dorms.
the... That's the man with the Amaram heraldry, right? Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
we were leaving.
I was
and he
able to
walking in.
fend them off and distract them for a bit, but they are definitely looking in my direction. I was able to fool them. He tried to plant some sort of stone on me.
Oh. In that brief time?
Yeah,
Nev
that's
is like
quite
checking
odd.
her boots.
How did
Do I
you-
have a stone?
No.
Please say no. Okay, I was gonna say I normally clean my boots to make sure I'm not tracking anything. Okay,
Definitely not.
Cool. Okay.
How were you not taken in?
Ah, come on.
What did you tell them?
Lied. He lied. He made
You lie.
he made a big illusion, an illumination of himself, and it didn't have the rock, and then he lied.
Like the fire.
But a person.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think as you guys are having this conversation, you realize Nev does not have a scar on her face. Okay. Well. Cool. Can you do more of that to disguise yourself when we're on jobs? Can you disguise us?
Oh. I can probably do myself. I disguise someone else? I might need practice. But I could disguise myself, yeah.
Well, good.
Can I like breathe out some stormlight and like make an illusion of Nev and just like turn myself into Nev for a moment?
Yes. That is quite literally not a problem.
How does this look? How is this?
This is amazing. That's actually
I
pretty
will. I will also release some stormlight and make myself look like Alstrom.
Ah.
I think it looks okay, but I think it could be better.
That's really good. Oh, wow.
good. Is Jez in the room with us right now?
Jez is on your shoulder, but it doesn't seem to be visible to anyone else.
Can I do that?
But no. You can
Oh.
you can fly and stick things to other things. It's a little bit more than that. You want to? God, is this a show off thing? Is this like you want a show off thing?
No, I don't want to show off. No, it's
No,
fine.
do
I can
you?
just talk
It's
about it.
okay. It's okay. Being proud isn't a sin.
Yeah, I guess it's not a bad thing, is it?
No, it really isn't.
I'm gonna breathe in stormlight.
Okay. What do you do?
I think I'm gonna stand up from the table because I don't want to knock all our food over, and I'm gonna float a little bit, and I'm glowing. I can fly now, so that's pretty
That is so cool.
Wait. This is brand new.
Yeah, it just happened like earlier today.
Well, that's just unfair.
She'll set back
Illusion-
down because she.
Yeah.
there's-
Illusion
Make the
falls,
illusion go
and
away.
the bear looks pissed. Like he looks so mad.
Why are you mad?
I'm not mad.
What?
I don't know. Why do you think I'm mad? I'm not mad.
Why do you look-
The sort of
Oh no.
foggy refractory form of Tila appears and says he's mad because he wants to be able to fly. That's what it is. Flying's really cool. It's very cool, and he's probably a little upset about it.
Just make an illusion that you're flying.
It's not the same thing.
But if people perceive it as you flying, then that's kind of the same thing.
That is not how the truth works, Alstrom.
I would say I'm sorry, except, it would be cool to see the future, so, your powers...
Oh, well, I do... that is... I don't know.
Anyway.
So, Fira, when are you going to do your thing?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You all had things to share, right? She's gonna look a little uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Yes, and Nev is gonna pull out the letter. I got this. I'm not sure when I got this. It was stolen from me. So it might be a few days late that I'm showing you this because I didn't know about it until today. She's just gonna set it down. Tanavir wants to talk.
And does it have that same symbol that you showed me before?
Yep.
Okay.
What does it say?
Also, remember the woman that he mentioned we should meet? He wants us to meet her. I think.
The one that's supposed to help the city, right?
Nev nods. Yeah. And please don't ask me how I got this. I don't want to talk about it. And she puts the fabrial on the table. Alstrom, can you look at this for me?
Whoa! Ooh, what do we have here? Yes.
I don't know what it is or what it does. It belonged to someone I used to know.
Can you describe it for me again?
It's like a gauntlet. Large sapphire in the palm, reinforced as though to go up to your elbow. And you said there was like a metal bar coming off of it, right?
Yes. It is to describe it, it is a metal gauntlet reinforced with a metal bar, a slender metal bar going from the wrist to the elbow, and then there is a reinforcing bar going from the wrist on the bottom to the interior of the elbow.
Can I make some sort of check to figure out what it is?
Hit me with the crafting.
Okay. It would be silly to just put this on, but...
I was afraid to do
Oh,
that.
hey, that's a nat 20, or a total of 27.
Nice.
Oh. So, you're looking at the activation method of this, of the gauntlet, and you're seeing a rather intricate piece of machinery. This has everything to do with gravity. You are uncertain the exact mechanics of it, but you know that there is a partner device somewhere, someplace, that when this is activated, it is going to launch you in a direction.
Are you sure it's the only part of it? Because I think this seems very complicated for it to be just this one item.
Well, it was all I found,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't go back to where I found it.
Okay, that's fair.
You-
But I think
Actually... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think this is so funny because we were just talking about flying, but this might let you fly, like, if not hover for it, it will move you. Like, definitely, it will move you. But if that direction is up, then you would technically be kind of flying. But if it moves you down,
I almost said storyteller, game master. Does this gauntlet thing look anything like the dagger I found? Do they look like
No.
they go together at all? Okay, never mind. No, I'm gonna keep that thing to myself then for now.
Mhm.
I mean, well, I don't need a fabrial to fly anymore, but maybe somebody else does.
is it like it's
Maybe-
normal, like steel or what have you? It doesn't seem like it's anything
Super-
special.
Super
in
high
that.
quality steel, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to need to run a few tests on this and see what the creme is actually going on, but this is very promising.
Okay, let me know if you need my help, but feel free to do what you want with it. I mean, I can't use it the way it is now anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody can.
Where did you find it?
Now, after explicitly stating she didn't want to talk about it.
You're just gonna nudge Bear, like,
I really don't want to. I don't want to talk about it here.
Okay. Just, maybe send me in that direction before everything gets cold.
Oh, Neva's like, no, I do want to have you look at things, but I don't want to go back there. Oh, maybe we can talk about it after you guys have things to say, right? Somebody else can go.
Actually,
She sits
speaking
down.
of help or whatnot, I could use a couple more, like 1 or 2 more assistants at the shop. So if you know anybody that would like some work, anybody that
Yeah, I do.
know, oh
Do you mind
yeah,
apprentice level types?
I
Like
I
young?
mean, yeah. If
Okay.
they're smart enough to ask questions and smart enough not to talk about everything.
Yeah, I need help finding homes for some people and work, so let's talk about that. Oh, Bear, I was gonna talk about this to you privately, but do you have space at your house right now?
So, I'm gonna say something, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way. There has been an increasing amount of no space in my house for the past decade. Okay?
Okay.
There was no space, and then we crammed 8 more Hadazians in there. Why?
Got it. The network officially has no home.
Okay, and then we can make space for sure. They can have my room.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah,
How many?
20.
I cannot take 20 now.
I know.
I can do 1 or 2.
I talked to Verdana as well. She said she could take some. She suggested I ask you. I don't even know where I'm going to stay, but they need a home. Even if it's just for right now. I haven't had time to find a place.
Jez pipes up and looks to Fira.
He appears to Fira?
Appearing on Nev's shoulder. Some of the kids also suggested staying with you.
She stays in barracks. I don't
In the
want to.
bear?
Yeah, and if there wasn't a bunch of little ragamuffins running around the barracks, then it would be. There isn't a barracks on Earth that's a bunch of chaste losers. Come on now. Kids run around barracks. That's how it works.
They do?
Yes, they do. Especially in a guardhouse. Are you kidding me?
Nev looks confused.
We're not at war right now, technically. Yeah, kids run around.
Okay. I know. Was it Dervin? Was it Dervin?
It was Dervin. It was definitely Dervin.
Dervin asked about you multiple times. He seems to be. Several of the kids actually seem to have taken a shining to you since they've been following you around the city for weeks, by the way.
They've been.
Yes.
I don't know how I feel
Wait,
about
have
that.
you had your kids watching us?
Of course.
Oh yeah, no, they've been watching me for week, like at least a week now.
Oh,
You
they
guys
all
didn't
know
notice?
you were there. They've known before that. You know that, right?
I mean, I assume so. Yeah, ever since that one, what's his name?
I'm gonna use plain language. There are not a lot of neighborhoods that I don't have eyes.
His name Tiddlywinks, Twinkly.
Oh,
Which one are we talking about here?
You remember?
Teldarin? Teldarin and Falarin? Yes.
Sure, I don't remember. All I know is that there was a
The
kid
Herdazian
who showed up.
kids.
There was a kid who showed up to me, and he made a bunch of fun of me a long time ago, before I even met you. And I
Oh,
assume
Vid.
that ever since then, you've known where I live.
That was Vid.
That's not his name. It's some weird
Fiddler.
name.
Trim.
Nah, Trim's a girl. Trim wasn't there back then.
Was it not Trim?
It wasn't Trim, it was Vitalar. It was either Vitalar
Vitalar gave me
or
a really
Dervin. It
weird
was
fake
one of the
name.
two.
Vitalar gave me a fake
Oh,
name. That's
right,
why.
right.
Yes.
Anyways,
Navali, are you okay?
Oh no, you asked her the magic question. No.
There, other than helping find homes, is there any way we can help?
Can erase the last 24 hours. That would be great.
not yet.
Well, when you figure it out,
What?
let me know. Yeah. I've single-handedly crammed up quite a bit.
No, that's not true. I'm sure you use both hands.
That's true. Actually,
But unfortunately, you do not have time to have a breakdown because I just learned some incredibly dangerous cram.
Nev just leans back with her cup. Go ahead.
So, Ostrom, that guy who stopped by your house,
Mm-hmm.
Cosmere, Yeah, I know him. Nivali. You know him too, right?
Did I ever learn Tasmir's name?
You both know who Tasmir is, yes.
Oh, okay. But I didn't recognize him at the thing?
No. Which is very strange. Which is why the name is strange, and then the face wasn't the same.
Wait, he has the same name as... But he doesn't look like
Yeah.
Tasmir. Wait.
Can someone explain? I don't know what you're referencing.
So, there was a very dangerous Bright Lord that me and Nivali were investigating a while back, and he worked for Tasmir, or worked with him, I don't know, something like that. And that's not all. I just had a very interesting conversation with, what's his name? Talon, the Ardent, that we met, Vera.
Yeah. Oh, you went?
I did, and he has been tracking the Sons of Honor. He gave me a list of their agents who work in Kholinar, and Tasmir was on it. Which means, Alstrom, the Sons of Honor were at your house, looking for you.
Son of a...
I'm not done.
What?
I got more names.
Alright.
There was
What you
one...
got?
There was someone called Hanva. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of them before. Another guy named Gidavar, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Gidavar. And then one I'm hoping you do know, Nev, goes by the Knife.
You can see the gears turning. Hey, you know, I very recently learned that people call me that.
I've heard, yeah.
When did you learn this? I just learned this.
Look, all I know is that I have heard it bounced around. I don't think that it's any... Like, I've never had somebody be like, oh yeah, you know, the Knife, Nivali, that person who kills people. No, never that. But I mean, I've heard it rumbled, and I thought it was either you or Kato, to be honest.
Nev just shrinks in her seat, like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. The point is to not be known.
And you said Gidavar, right? I heard that right?
Yeah. Do you know him?
Unfortunately, yes.
How?
We have a history. Not a good one. He's not a good man.
Recording?
No. No, definitely not.
I mean, no judgment if you were. I mean,
No.
look.
No.
Apparently Nivali's in the Sons of Honor too, so if...
Fear's gonna blush,
Probably
but
not.
like...
Wait, that's what the list is for?
Yeah.
No.
The list is agents of the
Hold
Sons
on.
of Honor. in
Did you say
Kholinar.
you've seen this Cosmere with different faces?
The one we saw at the Davitary, the one you described to me, is not the Tasmir I know.
Okay.
Is there an age difference at all between?
How old is Tasmir old? The Tasmir we know.
The Tasmir that you know is about maybe early 40s.
Middle-aged. Still
Yeah,
capable
and
enough
what-
to fight.
How old did the one seem that came by my residence?
Early to mid 30s.
Could I?
What about that thing?
Oh,
You just-
Could I have been able to tell if he was invested?
Absolutely not.
I wasn't able to tell, or he wasn't invested.
You aren't able to tell. In fact, it's a fairly involved process to be able to tell whether someone's invested at all. There's the obvious where like someone takes in too much stormlight and their skin glows, or when they breathe out and they have a lot of stormlight, like wisps of light come out. But besides that, telling when someone has stormlight running through them is actually a very specific process. Brandon has described that in detail, and it is not something that can be told just through naked eye unless it's one of those very noticeable hallmarks.
I mean, it could be that, but I do think a almost more plausible idea is that it's a case of stolen identity or name. Bright Lord Tasmir, powerful, influential, rich. If the Sons of Honor wanted to remove him from the board and replace him with somebody else, I think that would be smart.
Tila whispers in your ear, just a bear. I mean, couldn't he just like have a brother?
Oh, you think Tasmir is like a that's a family name?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, because like it's
Yeah.
Bright Lord Tasmir,
'Cause I'm
right?
Bright
like,
Lord
it's his like you're
Juror.
Bright Lord Juror, right? Like, it's a family name, right? Like, it's not his first name.
Man, I need to spend more time with Light Eyes. I
Well, you know
don't
what
even
you know
know.
what I'm saying, right? Like, it could just be
No,
like
you're
a
right.
sibling,
That makes a face when you
right?
say that out loud.
No, I don't. I just mean to know the culture. I don't mean because I like them. It could be a different Bright Lord Tasmir, his son or brother or nephew.
They could
Technically.
just be part of the same family. Why am I on a list? For
Yeah.
the Sons of Honor. I've never worked for them.
I mean, it's possible that two people are named the Knife if there's two Tasmirs.
It could be.
Nivali, we were thinking that possibly Cutter was working with someone else. Once upon a time. Do you think it's possible that Cutter was working with the Sons?
I wouldn't know. And he wouldn't tell me.
But he
But-
sent you on... He gave you your jobs, right? Or he gives you your jobs, right?
Yeah.
So, if the
He-
jobs he was getting you to do were for the Sons, I think it would make a lot of sense if somebody maybe jumped to that conclusion.
Well, do you know? I did find.
Is
a name.
Cutter the type of person to throw you under creme like that?
Yes.
Yes.
Nev just looks increasingly, like, visibly uncomfortable, like shrinking away from everyone.
Can I roll an insight on Nev?
Mhm.
Because I think Bear's pretty good at reading people.
The bar is not high,
14.
I'll tell you that.
14.
She is, now that you're talking about Cutter again and the network and Nev and what she does, she looks upset especially now that he's coming up again. I was looking through Cutter's things and I found a ledger. I'll give it to you if you want it. There was a name in there that I don't know. She'll pull it out of the bag and leave it on the table. It's the reason why I can't be where I normally live.
Nivoli, Cutter is a very dangerous man.
Cutter's dead. He's
Well,
storming
okay.
dead, okay?
A lot less dangerous than I
Wow.
was worried about, sir.
What happened? Are you okay?
Like I said, I was looking through his things today. He found out about our job and he didn't like it. Had me followed. He was paranoid. It was one thing when he would beat me, but it's another when he started on the others. So I killed him. Can we please change the subject? Who is Rave? She taps on the book. Let's talk about anything but that. Who's this?
Wait, what? No, sorry, I was looking through the book and I was going to say I can't read. So, what do you mean Rave? What do you mean who's Rave? Why? What?
He was in debt to somebody called Rave. Deep debt. 1,000 marks worth.
Does that name sound familiar to me?
To you, no. I think you've painted a pretty good picture that Alstrom doesn't like frequent halls of gambling or the more seedy side of things, and that would sort of preclude you from ever meeting him.
Yep.
There's no way he's been under my storming nose this whole time.
You know that name?
Yeah. I work for him.
Sorry, what?
I work for Rave. Part-time.
Why?
It's not important.
What kind of work?
Go on, you can ask me invasive questions about what I do. Why are you working for somebody like this?
Because I don't have a choice.
What are you getting out of it?
I'm not supposed to talk about this with anyone.
We weren't supposed to steal a book from a devotary.
Well, then
I think we're all
I'm
talking
gonna
about
go.
things we're not supposed to.
If that's all you have to say, then I'm gonna go to the Red Swallower and kill him.
No, don't do that.
It's either that or continue to run for the rest of my life.
Wait, why?
Who do you think they're gonna look for when it's time to pay up and Cutter isn't around?
Do you have any kids?
Not with me.
Them, probably. But he's not going to kill them Just so you know, not if they're useful. He'll put them on a retainer, hold it over their heads for storms, probably the rest of their lives. Why not? That seems fun. And if they step out of line, if they don't do everything you tell them to do, you threaten their families, you threaten everything they have left.
We don't have families, Bear. None of us do.
Those kids aren't your family.
To you?
Never only those kids they're not your family. Are they? That's not what they are to you?
They're all I have.
Yeah. That's family.
I said what I said.
You can't kill him. Not
Maybe not
yet.
today.
He knows things.
That's what it is.
It's about your dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's holding this over your head for how long?
Until I pay off my debt, which I will be doing shortly. At least. That's what I'm telling myself.
And considering the fact that we all, well, especially you and me, need spheres. I'm going to meet Tunavir with or without you. I would prefer it to be with. What do you say?
When are we going?
Tomorrow.
I'll be there.
Alstrom, you should disguise yourself when you're around town.
Okay.
If you can spare it, you should.
Mm-hmm.
Fear is going to point at the letter that is probably still on the table and that symbol again.
Mhm.
And you do you really think that this woman and this organization is doing something for good? Like he said originally?
There's only one way to find out. And
I
even
think
if
we're going to
they're
need
not,
some good.
It's no different than any other day.
I think good is going to be needed more soon than ever.
Maybe. If things are as bad as people say. If things are as bad as the Spren say. Oh, and she, has a realization and ruffles through her bag, suddenly out of nowhere in the middle of conversation, and pulls out the note. Is it a note with a cipher or a journal with a cipher?
It is a note. It is a single page that was gummed to the top of the lockbox.
I'm going to very delicately, after I pull it out of wherever it is, set it on the table near where Wave is. You like lies, right?
Wave starts like shooting over it, dimpling the paper and the table, and sort of like hitting a little figure 8 motion over top of it. What is it?
It looks like a cipher to me.
Passwords, notes, secrets. Oh,
Can I tell what language they're in?
It at a glance, it's not Alethi, it's not Vaden, it's not Thalen.
The letters are Alethi.
It's not her. It's not. Right? Yep, the letters are Alethi. It's not Herdazian. It's not even Gem and Tila, or sorry, Jesus, Gem, Fira and Tila both would recognize at this point at least what Dawnchant looks like. It's not Dawnchant. It is quite literally something. It might just be symbols. It is a proper cipher with notation in Alethi. The Alethi is in glyphs, so it would be easy to transcribe even for a man. Wave is shooting over top of it, shooting back, shoots up Alstrom's hand, dimples his face, shoots back down onto the table. I don't know what it is.
Patterns you recognize?
No. I think...
That's because ciphers aren't lies, they are gateways to the truth. Give it here.
And I'm gonna try and crack this cipher.
Yeah. Can I please get a deduction?
I look over
Not
and
bad.
see if I point out anything.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What did you get?
Bearlar, please roll that with advantage.
Sweet. No, 19.
Ooh.
Bear, you start looking at it. This is like a sort of a glyph alphabet. Like these are very, very generic terms. It is like home, wealth, danger, guardsman. A lot of it is about 3/4 of it is very simple language like that. You start pushing these things together. It's actually quite similar to a sort of Herdazian doublespeak, a sort of, a way for people in Little Herdaz to communicate with each other outside of even the Herdazian language, and it's sort of become a pidgin language in and of itself. But it is completely alien to that, but similar in nature. You start piecing things together, and you notice that, like, oh, okay, I've seen, you recognize that you've seen these a little bit around town, just like Navali had. Carved into the wood frames of doorways, painted in a very, very small notation at the foot of stone buildings, put into flagstones of the palace walls, etc., etc., etc. About 3/4 of this cipher. And it is a fairly simple one, albeit alien because the symbols aren't in a language. You start recognizing, you're like, oh, some of these glyphs are, when combined with these symbols, they make up different words. And you recognize the language. It is the Alethi Herdazian pidgin language that comes from war camps on that warfront. It's a little bit of notation. There's been Herdazian Alethi interbreeding in those locations. The conflict is long dead. Herdaz has been not at war with Alethkar for a long time. Since the Blackthorn essentially went to the Shattered Plains, although the multiple years ago that was. And you recognize that it is that pidgin language when you combine some of these glyphs. The problem being that these symbols are things like soul. They are things like stormlight. It is absence. It is soulless. It is, and you read it, and it is a word that you don't recognize, even in glyph script. You actually do not recognize what the word is. And the very last one that you take a look at is the words for eternal and the word for storm.
Okay, well, that seems really bad.
Which one seems bad?
And Bear just kind of like circles the glyphs that he's written beside them for like soulless, like yeah, kind of like that general chunk.
Okay.
Wave, can you memorize these symbols, or at least like take note of them? And if we're ever out and about, can you let me know if you notice one?
Yes, easy. I am very smart. I am the smartest. I will notice with no eyes, which means I'm better at looking. Yes.
True. You're pretty good.
The best.
Well, if you ever want to go running on rooftops, I can show you where a lot of these symbols are.
No.
Okay.
What? That doesn't sound fun? We'll do it one time. Once. At least one.
Alstrom isn't good at climbing, and I get woozy when I'm too far.
Oh. Okay. Well. It was worth a try. Anyone else have groundbreaking revelations for all of us to cry and hug about?
Would you like a hug?
No.
I knew you were going to say that.
I received a threat too, or it was sort of a threat. I don't really know what it was.
From where?
You don't know him. During the high storm, my old captain came, and the one that they called a traitor. He came to me. Yeah. And yeah, he said a lot of things. He basically said he was a Radiant now, which is, I know, things that we've been talking about and seeing, and he basically said that if Kholinar can't prove it will stand, that he might be sent to destroy it. From whoever he is listening to now, he wouldn't share that with me. And that the world is heading towards a forced choice or something like that. I don't know. He was speaking all over the place, and it wasn't making any sense. But he was serious about the things he was saying. And he told me I need to be ready. And then my friend talked to me again, and told me that the Everstorm is coming. It's going to come from the wrong direction, and I need to get stronger. And he's also quite formal and strange, and I don't think he likes me very much. But...
Wait. You said the Everstorm? Is that what those two symbols mean?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
You mean like a storm that doesn't stop? It eternal storm.
With red lightning. And that turns the Parshendi into something else.
The red eyes.
If I had heard these things just by themselves, I don't think I would have taken any of this seriously between my old captain or the Spren, but with all of the weird things that have been happening and the things that have been happening to all of you and the things we've been hearing, that's why I said I think we're going to need some good, because it seems like there is something bad coming.
I need some air.
And Bear stands up. And Fira, if you were paying attention, I think you would have noticed because he was talking to you. Probably his eyes are glowing very ever so faintly red. Ever so faintly.
Do you walk out?
Yeah.
I think noticing that, Pharaoh would follow you. You go upstairs or?
Yeah, you would find Berdelar outside of the Sparkflicker, kind of sitting on the ground, like on the ground back to the stone, just kind of twiddling his thumbs a little bit.
Do you mind if I'm here?
Don't know.
What is it you're carrying?
Vera, I saw Tanavir kill Nivali. I saw her kill him. I saw a man kill my father. But I didn't see any of those things. I don't know what I know. I don't know what I think I know. I just found out that apparently my father was just as much a part of the Sons of Honor as anyone else on that list that I just got.
Yeah. That's a lot. When you have no way. I remember when you told us about your father. And I remember when you got angry that it was suggested that your vision, is that what they are? It was just a possibility and not something that could have been changed.
And Berdelar holds his hands up to you, and they're covered in blood.
I can't have any more blood on my hands. I can't. I am drowning in it. I am drowning in secrets and lies and blood. You said that you needed good, that you need more good for what's coming. I don't think I'm that.
You know, I know grief too. Not in the same way I think you know it, but it has a way of convincing you that you have more power than you actually do, that you should have done more, you could have done more, that if you loved someone enough or paid attention more or whatever it is, you should have been able to stop it. You should have been able to save them or whatever it is you're holding. And I don't think that's true. Or if it is true, I won't accept it. And I can see that you feel like you should have done more when it comes to your father. And I just want you to know that it's not your fault. And I know you won't believe that, or not yet, but you should hear it anyways. I've been watching how you react every time this comes up, and you don't have to sit with it alone.
So, at what point does it become my fault? If I let Navali go and talk to this crazy man, and she dies, and he kills her.
We're not going to let her go by herself then. You're coming, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm coming.
There's something happening there. And I think, just like we started when we first, this conversation when we first met, I think there's something that is coming that I think we're stronger together. You know, none of us know each other very well yet, but there's, I can't explain it, and that frustrates me, but I believe we can do good.
Okay. I'll trust you. So I'll take your word for it.
Would you like a moment still outside?
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Bear's gonna walk back inside.
And Bear puts out his hand and waits for Tila.
We good. Tila, are we good?
Slowly, Tila manifests. That's a big question. And I've been asking myself the same thing for a long time, and I and you are creatures of truth. So, do you want to find out or do you want to be told? You're the sum of the choices that you make. That's what you are. Good is just a word.
It's a very impressive way to not give me an answer.
And Bear walks back downstairs.
In Fira's ear, very quickly, you comfort your friends, and you hear the voice of your friend. Why?
Why do I comfort them?
What is your goal?
To make them feel better?
So that you will have more solid allies.
Not a selfish motivation like that. No, I don't think so.
Well, I would say that it was a logical one. When you think of the strength of your allies, their stability is. It is your strength. It is your effectiveness. It is your ability to do. So you comfort your friends, and they're stronger. And that means you're stronger, right?
That's one way of putting it. Yes, I guess so. I've learned so much just in the short time I've been around this group.
When I was severed, I learned that it was very likely because my friends did not have strength. My allies. They became weak. Lost heart.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Frame.
Frame?
Frame.
You remembered.
It's been difficult to think since coming here and choosing you, but my memory is, my mind is, and it slowly becomes. I want you to know that I am trying. I was causing friction with you, and I had a terrible memory, I think your companion he is important. And I think that the one who makes the inventions is important. And I think that you said I did not like you. I believe that that was not the truth.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
I am with you always now. I have expectations of you. But I think those come from the fact that I do like you. That you are a good human. And I will attempt to have better decorum. My personality is. Yours is. And like two stones or metal upon wood, sometimes there's friction because they are alien.
We just didn't understand each other yet. How I thought about it afterwards.
I do stand by what I say. You are doing very poorly. You have so much skill, and I do still believe that it is being squandered, and that the fate of everyone may hinge on you overcoming your own insecurities, and the fact that your self-esteem is that of a cowed small creature battered about by winds that they don't understand. But I like you because you are stronger than you think.
Well, thank you for reassuring me that you like me. And I will try to be better in all ways, shapes, and forms.
Every
including,
way.
Yes, including understanding you better.
I was jealous when you were speaking with your companions in the basement.
Why?
We are analytical, and it is hard to divorce oneself away from logic and knowing. But I also know that the lack of companionship, the lack of trust and friends killed us. All of us. And I have taken a very mighty leap to trust. And thus, it will be at the behest and good nature of you and your kind that the world will be saved. It will be the intelligence and the heart, and not just the logical path forward that moves us into a better place. And I am afraid.
For being honest, I'm afraid too, but I'm starting to believe you, and things are starting to make a bit more sense, or in a way, it's just things are converging, and I'm going to do better.
That is a good thing. I believe that in a short period of time, you will need to be prepared to kill many people, some of them gods. And that is a terrifying thing to say, but there are entities that far outweigh the power of men, and it will be your responsibility to bring them low. Else callers are special. You have a Windrunner, and they will fight your battles, and you have a Truth Watcher, and he will glean all of the knowledge that you need, and you have a Lightweaver, and he will invent and create and be an object of spectacle. You will bridge gaps between this world and the next. You will create things from nothing. And if you are worthy, you will be able to shape the soul of things that have been vile for too long. So, I think you should go downstairs and eat a sandwich with your friends.
Do you want to meet them?
I am nervous.
They're friendly.
Some of them are. I will wait. You still have not spoken the words.
Okay, that's fine. We'll wait then. But yes, I am hungry, and so I do want to discuss what we're gonna do next. And it's nice to meet you, Frame.
Okay.
And she goes back downstairs.
I think right about there, we should take our human break. And when we come back, we can reconvene, perhaps just before meeting with Tunavir once again. Folks at home, first of all, hi, Jojo. Shout out, Jojo. Real quick, looking right in the camera. Hi. Hello to everyone that has followed along with us today. Thank you to the newcomers, the folks that have joined the Discord, the folks that have followed us along for this penultimate episode of the series. We will be back in 10 minutes. So go get a drink of water, grab a snack, tell your dog that we love them, and go right now and tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your siblings, your cousins, your Herdazian aunts and uncles, tell your garbage collector, your local grocery clerk, tell your local congressperson, your mail delivery person, everyone. That you know, frankly, that Another World Tabletop is live right now on www.twitch.tv/AnotherWorld Tabletop, playing Cosmere RPG stories. Tell them all. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We'll see you then. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. We're back. Did you tell your dog that we love them? Fantastic. I love that. I know you did. So, we sit now, still just barely in the Sparkflicker, as folks go back to their barracks bedchambers, to the rooftop small shelters that Nev might go to for the evening. But I believe it is Berdalar that wishes to have a quick discussion before heading out for the evening.
Yeah, well, I think as everybody starts like heading out to where they're going, Berdalar is, instead of going back to his house, is going to walk with Alstrom for a minute.
Hey, what's going on?
I just however this goes, tomorrow when we talk with Tanavir,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to come find me after. I have a plan. And I don't want to get into it now, but
Okay.
I need your help.
All right. Are you going to the meeting with us tomorrow or no?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be there. I just,
Okay.
however it goes, come find me.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Tell Ashira I say hi.
Will do.
Good night. Be safe.
Stay safe. Oh, I should probably change into somebody else for.
And Bear fades into the shadows down an alley.
For sure. Who does Alstrom turn into?
Um. An old sailor that he knew as a kid in back home and in Thalena.
Okay.
Taller, larger. Oh no, I can't really do that. But same height, but a larger, dark, sun, like darkened man, early 40s. Who looks like they're on their way from one pub to the next.
Okay. We are going to, I'll keep note of that. We are going to move the night forward. The day goes on. Dusk turns into night. Night turns into morning. Morning turns into a reconvening. At what time does Navali gather everyone to go and meet with Tanavir?
Probably dinner time. Yeah, definitely in the evening.
Okay. It is roughly around dusk, and it is gently raining. It is that time of the month that is known as the Riddens. The Riddens is that gentle, constant rain that falls after a high storm. You all see creme scrapers chiseling away the settled muck that is brought after a high storm, the life-bringing debris. And eventually, you all gather about a block away from Tanavir's in a coffee shop of no note. Sorry, tea shop. No coffee on Roshar. Sorry to all my coffee drinkers. A little tea shop. I know. So, you sit gathered. Tanavir is just a very short distance away. Is there anything that you would like to do before you head there?
What do you think of my disguise?
I think it's fine. And I think I should take point on this meeting this time. Looks at Bear very pointedly. The last meeting did not go well, so I expect some smoothing over will need to happen.
Sure.
Great.
You start moving.
She's just like...
You start moving to Tunavir's. That squat, strange building, built in a hole in the wall, so to speak, within the merchant district of southwest Kholinar. You arrive at that same door. So, Nev, I presume you knock.
Yeah.
A short rapport of knocks upon this abode. Tunavir, after about 6-7 heartbeats, opens up the door. Ah, I see it's the entire gang. Well, come in.
She'll step inside with everyone.
Tunavir once again has that same distinct interior. It is the well-decorated main chamber with the stairs leading upwards, the tapestries on the walls, the map of Roshar, the almost alien decor. And he sits and beckons you all, please sit. There are places around the rectangular table with placeholders, and there are small meats and cheeses and little bits of fried foods and such, and he seems to have made an effort to be a host.
Oh, Nev's totally eating. Any chance for free food, Nev's eating.
Bear stands and actually like goes over to the door frame and just leans against it. Too cool for school style.
Okay. Well, what does Fira do?
Fira sits, but she's not eating.
Alstrom?
As we like walk in, he'll drop the disguise and just sit next to Nev and start making a little plate.
So we're just being out in the open with it. Is that what we're... Okay. Fantastic. All right. So, I'm certain that you're all curious. The reason why I've brought you here once again. You did an exemplary job on the first run that you were sent upon, and thus I would like to avail you of your expertise once again. There is a guest coming to our fine city. A fine lady that has come a very, very long way. She is seeking something here, and I believe that she is going to need a little bit of guidance and not a small amount of assistance coming into the city. So, there is... She is a lady from a foreign kingdom. She goes by the name of Azure, and she is going to be hosted here for some time. As far as I have been made aware, she's rather competent. She is a very... how can I put it? She's very different from the ladies of the noble houses that you may be exposed to. Very aside from traditional Alethi and Vorin values. She is a warrior. She will carry a weapon on her at all times, a very special one, akin to a shard blade. Now, it's going to be a difficult venture to get her here. I've made arrangements for you to be given jurisdiction temporarily inside of the palace. It will be for a very short period of time, but it will be where she arrives. We will not be able to meet her at the gate. So, when she arrives, it will be very important that you transport her out of the palace with some haste. Then, you are to bring her to me.
We are to guide her through a palace full of guards and royalty.
Is that too much for you?
You want us to break into the palace and then break somebody out?
That's not what I said. I said you've been given jurisdiction to be in the palace for a short period of time. It will get a fair mite more complicated as soon as Lady Azure makes her presence known to you. But past that point, it should be a simple extraction. And then once you are past the palace walls, then, well, bring her to me.
And
He's going to be arriving in the palace, Donovan.
Yes. Yes, she will be. In fact, there is the... There is a very specific rounded chamber within the palace proper that has a very large glass-domed ceiling on it. It is typically used these days as a ballroom, but yes, that will be where you meet her.
a ballroom. And what is this license we have for being in the palace? What will we supposedly be doing in the palace?
Okay, well, within the Sunwalk, this ballroom is known as the Chamber of Memories. It is the focal point for rather lavish parties that Queen Aesudan has been throwing lately. Thus, this will be, well, the best way that you will be getting inside will very likely to be as party guests. So, if you can do this, you will likely need to disguise yourselves as staff or partygoers, and then when you get to the ballroom, you will find Lady Azure. She will be... she's coming very quickly in an unorthodox fashion, so you will need to... well, you'll have to get her out of the palace, so to speak. It's... well, to be blunt, as forward as I can be, It will be in your best interest to go completely unawares.
Does she know where somebody is? Are they expecting to be taken to you?
No. The Lady Azure has her own agenda within the city. I would merely like to make the acquaintance of and smooth over that agenda. I believe that I will be a great help to her, and, well, this is the best way to do it.
So you want us to kidnap her?
I would like you to coerce the lady. Yes?
And can I ask a question? How is this woman going to help the city? Or this meeting that you want to have with her?
So, the Lady Azure is an incredibly well-educated individual. She is also a warrior of great renown, and not only a warrior, but also a general. She has overseen the logistics and the troop movements of her own nation, and it has led her to have a certain area of expertise that I believe will help Kholinar in the near future. She plans, likely, to be in the city for a non-insignificant amount of time, and thus I think she can be a linchpin to holding Kholinar strong against any aggressors.
Which we're expecting because of the chatter.
You can call it chatter all you want, but within the next day or two, there will be a storm that hits our city, and it is going to change things for likely forever. I think you're all well aware of it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. My question is, if I may, why do you know all about it?
My employers make it their business to be brokers of information and power all over Roshar. It is my business to be abreast of all of the broad picture events that affect our world, whether that be local high storm schedules, new phenomena like the creation of new fabrials, or this new advent of this thing that they're calling the Everstorm. Dalinar making moves against the heart of the Shattered Plains, the resurgence of certain historic orders. I believe that, well, at least one of you, it would seem, is a part of.
I see.
So, that is why I know. I have lines of information that go very deep. Truly, I am trying to be as transparent as I can with you all, but I find it difficult, as there is a certain clandestine nature to how we operate.
Who's we?
You've very likely seen our symbol around the city, and it does me no good for my new wards to not understand who we are and how we operate, but we are known by many as the Ghostbloods. I would not bandy that name around.
No.
If I may give you a word of caution, truly, since we are clearly building a more entangled relationship here, being loose-lipped about my organization, it can get you in a very sincere amount of danger. There are agents that work against us. There are agents among our own that are rather zealous about our secrets. I am of the opinion that you should trust those that you work with to a certain extent, and thus I will give you that information. You will be working, think of yourselves as my peers. And wards, I am in a position of power above you that I think I've made incredibly clear. I know more, I have access to more, and I am clearly, well, a man of some renown within the larger circles of this nation and beyond. So I can't ask you to trust me, because you shouldn't. But I can ask for your secrecy, and I can ask for your professionalism. And again, in the nature of honesty, you are now working for us. And turning away from that comes with consequences.
From one cell into another. But that's what I expected.
We are not like your cell. We treat you with
I expect not.
respect. And we believe in a quid pro quo. Our spheres are good. Our marks are fresh. You will be paid. And
How much?
you will be paid a justifiable amount. This job in particular is of great importance to us. So it will be a slight boost, 350 marks for each of you, above what we had, above the 200 that we had spoken of before. But I presume that it is not marks that you all seek. We've been watching you. So let me lay things on the table in a more concrete way. I know that you're hunting the Sons of Honor. I know that you are hiding secrets from the military of Kholinar, and that you are still in touch with your now Radiant former captain. I know that you are running from debts, and that your former mentor is dead. And I know that you have spoken to something that is far more dire than anyone else knows. He looks directly to Alstrom. I can untangle what that thing is for you. I can help you hunt the Sons of Honor. I can bury your debts, and I can bring your captain to heel. That is the power of the Ghostbloods. That is the power of me, the man who sits before you. We are hunters. We are power brokers, and we operate on a level that not many understand. I don't think I need to impress upon you that I am not the jovial old man that I presented myself as. I can give you what you want, but you do need to be effective, and you need to prove yourself. The consequences of failure I have already outlined.
I can train them to be more effective. If you're watching, then you already know that. I'm not going to ask you how you know about Cutter.
I will. How do you know what you know?
He's not going to give it away that easily. Come on.
Oh, see, that's where you're wrong, Navali. I believe in quid pro quo. I will ask you a question, for I want to know these things, and I will give you an answer that you seek. What flavor of Radiant are you, Berlarger? What kind of spren has made the Nehel bond with you? What are they? That is what I want to know.
I am a hunter, Mr. Donovan. Same as you. I am of the order that is going to find and pick apart every cell, every section of your ghost bloods. I will bring it to light, what you are and who you are. Because I am a truth watcher.
I think you're a little bit more than that. Did you know that not all truth watchers get to see the future? Not every one of you gets to see the trauma of their own father dying in the street. Berlar. You're different. Where's your spren?
Answer my question.
Oh, sorry. Why do I know?
How do you know?
How do I know? I wish it were something as esoteric as creating illusions, or seeing the future, or healing the sick, or turning a workstation into pure aluminum, but it's not. I have access to the most skilled agents that Roshar has truly ever seen. You are followed. And I bet that sends a chill up Navali's spine, because it is what Navali is so incredibly good at. But your eyes don't look in places that they have not been trained to look. You do not smell for abnormalities. You do not hear things that are not meant to be heard. Have you ever padded your shoes to make them sound like hobnailed palace guard boots? Have you ever had someone who you were so certain was an agent that you were meant to be following? Perhaps, let's say, an agent of the Sons of Honor, disguised as a palace guard, delivering Yasna Kolin's Soulcaster, until he was jumped by the incredible Berdalar, and he acted so surprised and so inept. I have access to people that are very good at what they do. That is why. That is how. I know. Well, that and money. A nigh infinite supply. You would be surprised how loose-lipped some people could be when an inrush of spheres hits their palm. You put an emerald brome inside of a merchant's hand. Petal Silk is good friends with a certain detective that meets him from time to time. So where is your spren?
She is wherever she wants to be.
What does she look like?
Why do you care?
Because you are an anomaly.
Yeah, no, I've pretty much known that for like the past 5 years. So, that's not new news to me.
I don't want this to be... We're getting severe. We're getting very severe here. I am a dangerous individual. You are all dangerous individuals. We can be blatherskites all night long, skittering on about what have you. We can bandy and posture. I think that you, Berdalar Juror, are quite literally a rock in the moving tide of fate and predestination in this world, and I don't know why. That is why you are interesting. Because things move around you. They don't move through you. You are not a part of them. That intrigues me. That is why I don't use my agents. I don't have Radiance. So, if you need to feel self-important, and as if you're not going to be thrown away, yes, you are all rather unique products. So, I need you.
You said you can give us what we want, what we need, in exchange for this work.
Yes.
You already know what I want. I'll do it.
Tremendous. The rest of you?
I'm having trouble accepting this deal because I have no idea for the life of me why you would allow somebody to investigate us. Why wouldn't you just nip that in the bud before it even started? Why hang it as a carrot in front of me?
Are you being pressed? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel as if you are in danger? This is not a trick question. Please, just answer honestly.
Yeah, I do.
You have been gifted with a generational bit of investment. The grander Cosmere has deigned to make you something special. It is very important that you grow more comfortable and able to overcome these things. You need to be more than. Essentially from now until forever. Why did I not nip you being investigated in the bud? Because I am not everywhere. There are going to be situations that you need to handle. And if my new cadre, little cabal of invested ones, cannot shake off a guard or two, then, well, that does not bode well for your future working for me.
Okay. I just have one more question. Do you have a way to tell if somebody is invested without seeing it?
Well, openly turning half of a library to frost is a very good indicator, I must admit. But no, I do not. I can tell you that this was a series of very educated guesses. You were rather public, as was Berdelar here. It happened outside of my door. Nev was calculated. There's something different about them. The other one is a mystery, but no, there is, as far as I know, no surefire way to tell.
Okay. I'll do it.
Terrific. Feraniel?
If this woman will truly help the city in what's to come, then yes, I will help. But I also want to ask a question. What do you know about what's coming? You said it's going to change everything. Do you know more than that?
Yes. There are things that I cannot reveal yet.
Why is that?
Too many moving parts. None of it is set in stone. But there are already individuals who have been changed by what is to come. Outliers. So, it is an educated guess. Give it a few days, and I'm sure you'll know. Berdelar.
No. No storming way.
Bear.
He holds up a hand to Nev. Why?
Because I don't believe that I need anything that you have. And I surely don't want it.
So, what do you think my goal is? Why is it that you're so worried about me. You saw something. What was it?
See, it's through you.
Well, I would like to imagine I'm a little bit more complicated than that.
No, actually, it's a little disappointing. How shallow you are.
Right.
You think you're so mysterious and dangerous. Oh, I'm so intrigued. Pedlar, he's definitely going to say yes because he wants to know stuff. He'll want to know stuff about me. No. I don't care about you. I said yes the first time because I thought we were going to do something to help the people of Kholinar.
Are you going to disseminate those pieces of Tanalat's writing that you stole out of my book? Is that going to help people?
I don't know.
Are you going to give money to the people of Little Herdaz? Prepare them for the coming storm?
I don't know.
Would you use the information that I have to go and fight against the Sons of Honor, to reclaim the debt and get yourself out from under the thumb of Rave?
I don't believe for one instant that you are any better than they are.
I think there is a bit of truth that you do need to find. Better is subjective, and I do believe that you are justifiably worried about my motives and what I'm accomplishing here. I understand. I'm going to let you, well, I'm not letting you do anything. You're going to do whatever you want to do. But I'm providing opportunities that you simply would not have otherwise. You will be behind on information. You will be working in the same way that you have been forever, always behind, never catching the suns. You will continue, and when I say that hunting zealots does not get easier when they are suddenly proven right, and their numbers bulk, well, I just... You should be prepared.
Will help them. I will help Nev and Thera and Alstrom with their job. Freelance. I do not work for you.
Well, that is an interesting way of thinking of things, and I can appreciate it.
So we're agreed then.
I will not pay you. You wouldn't accept it, I would imagine, and I will not feel beholden to share any of the information that I have, as that would put us into a working arrangement, correct?
Yes.
Right.
And in return, I do not work for you.
Right.
There are no strings. You do not own me. I do not have to do what you say. Correct?
I think you are going to do whatever you are going to do, no matter what I say. And I also think that you are a grown man. One who has recently come into a fairly large amount of personal power. And I believe that you feel that you are ready to handle any consequences that may come from playing your cards the way that you are.
I really hate you.
Well, the rest of you, I will send a dossier to Navali. It will contain the palace blueprints. It will have guard rotations and a sum of spheres in order to cover yourself with whatever disguise you see fit. I suggest you be very, very careful. Once you are within the palace grounds, there are a set of individuals who are shard bearers. They are a member of the Cobalt Guard, the personal honor guard of the Kholin family. And they will know who is supposed to be invited and who isn't. You will be there on paper, but it will unlikely hold up to the scrutiny of the shard bearers of the Cobalt Guard. That is the only real warning that I feel that you need. The rest will be subterfuge and a case-to-case basis. There will be a series of hurdles for you to get past. Access to the ballroom will be exclusive, and there will be you will know when Lady Azure arrives. And things will be more complicated from there.
What kind of complicated am I to expect? Or we to expect?
Guards, shard bearers, ardents with soulcasters. It's about as dangerous as you can imagine. At least the kind of danger that the Kholin family can bring to bear. But
so we need to be quiet, smart, fast,
quiet,
not loud.
smart, fast, and I would encourage you, if there are watching eyes and they do happen to see you, I would put them down quickly.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Is there any maybe sort of like a turn of phrase or something we can use to let Azure know that we are good on her side, are there for her?
Unfortunately not. We don't have contact with the lady. She is coming via an unorthodox method of travel. So it will be, well,
This is all to make the introduction.
it is of utmost importance that I meet with the lady, yes. I should be her first point of contact within Kholinar.
You want me to bring her here, or is there another place you would like to meet?
There will not be a better place.
All right. So we not only have to persuade this great war hero, this warrior, this person who is going to change the tide of our future here, everyone's future here.
And this is happening when?
Very shortly before the next high storm. So, perhaps 10 days from now, give or take. If the Storm Wardens are correct this time.
I'll need Stormlight, I'm sure.
From the sum that I have given you, I believe you can leave it out in a storm, and I think that should be enough. If you require more, I can afford you a plethora of chips to infuse.
That's what we have should be fine. Well, I'll contact you once we get the dossiers. Things that I might need. Uniforms, etc.
Right.
Nev's gonna get up. We should start preparing. 10 days is not a very long time.
Is there anything in this room that's like weird or different or out of place?
Explain. What are you looking for?
I mean, he said he had eyes everywhere, and it's usually in places that people don't normally look.
You look throughout the room. Give me a perception.
Oh, 19.
There's no real methods of overt surveillance within this room. If it's something that you would assume was listening or watching you, it's hidden in a way that is so beyond notice. The things that are out of place in this room are maps of countries you don't recognize. The fabrial timepieces that are counting down in clocks that don't match anything. The calendar that sits on the wall that is not the Rosharan 10-day calendar. There's strange things that could be explained by the very globalist persona that this individual puts on. Shin artifacts, things from the Reshi Isles, things from the Shattered Plains artifacts and such, things from from before previous desolations. Some of the things in here look very old, but other than that, no, nothing really seems out of place beyond the alien nature of some of the artifacts that are within this room. Well, I'd say it was a pleasure, but I believe that would only be for some of us.
Everybody
I need
out.
you. I need you to answer me a question. One last question.
Right.
Are you going to harm directly or indirectly anyone I care about because I said no to you today?
I cannot give an affirmative. It is a possibility. I work in dangerous circles. There are consequences to the things that we do. The circle that you operate in now, whether you put on paper that you are officially an employee, it creates a web that can get very tangled very quickly. I'm not going to lie to you. Failure and betrayal are two things that have consequences when you work with or around us. I have no reason to lie, because I need the things that you have. I'm trying to be as forthcoming as I can.
Failure or betrayal.
Yes.
If I do not fail and if I do not betray what has been said in this room, you're not going to hurt anyone I care for.
The Ghostbloods empower those that push forward, that persevere, that are capable.
Give me a straight answer.
I can't. There is no such thing. Berdalar
Yes,
Juror.
there are.
No, there
Yes.
is not. Define betrayal to me. Define betrayal to me right now in the exacting terms of what the higher-ups of the Ghostbloods dictate.
I throw my knife at him.
I'm gonna block it.
There is a blur of motion. Nev, I think that would come down. I think that has to come down to initiative. I think that's exactly what that comes down to.
Okay.
Yeah. Feel free to roll that.
What is initiative in this?
It is simple D20 plus Dex, I believe, because usually it is just one moment.
Speed?
Speed, yes. D20 plus speed. Give me 1 sec. Alright.
I'm double checking too.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when it's contested,
It
it's
just
really
says-
different.
Initiative roll.
It's fast PC turns followed by fast NPC turns.
100%.
There is no turn order.
There should
So I
be
guess,
a
yeah.
contested roll. I believe there is a rule for it.
What if we?
It could be a roll off.
is
I mean,
there-
I'm happy to roll for it.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely
simple roll
happy to
for it.
roll
What
for
if it was agility?
What if it was
Like, what if-
agility? Let
Agility or
me-
speed? I think speed is valid, but also I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds, folks. GM pause. Give me 2 secs.
Don't worry, I'm freaking myself out right now.
Yeah.
I'm booming.
Right. Game rolls. We're gonna go to. Okay.
Would my agility versus his light weaponry be appropriate
Uh,
if it's contested?
I'm getting to the point where it might just be like a straight up D20. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. We can rollies about it.
yeah, it might just be rollies.
Please beat me, Blaine.
I rolled a 15 on the die either way, whatever we're rolling or
14
adding.
on the die.
As much as I would love to say, like, it's an agility, or it's a this, or it's a that. At the end of the day, More goes into reaction time than simple agility. So we'll do perfect. So if this was a fast turn, yada, yada, yada. Reactions, actions. Yeah. Truly, it's just rolly, so there is no other rules about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You beat me.
I did beat him.
Okay. So the action that you could do is, it would, I mean, simple as you would strike his weapon out of the air.
Yep. Nev raises one of her daggers to like block it from the air.
Yeah. So it would be. I'll ask for an attack roll against physical defense 10
From me?
from you.
Okay. So I'm rolling again for knife, I assume.
It would
I'm
be
rolling twice?
light weaponry. Yes.
Okay.
Nev the
Same,
knife.
same diff. 14.
With
11 on the die plus 3.
With a fairly spectacular flourish of the blade, you deflect Berlar's knife and send it flying.
Don't.
And you see that Tanavir is completely nonplussed. An unflappable face put on at the moment. Or alternatively do. We respect ambition. I get it, you're angry and you're frustrated.
I was just trying to give an example to your question.
Well, loud and clear. I guess there can be simple actions and simple answers for certain questions, but I need to be so clear that, for now, too much is obfuscated. I can't give you a clear answer, because the terms of failure are dictated once everything is done. The terms of betrayal are a case-to-case basis. Things that you're dealing with are not black and white. They are fickle. I can tell you this. I am not your executioner. I am not your judge. And truly, I am not the one that you should be worried about. I don't know what you saw that made you so ferociously change tune before you walked in this door. But whatever it is what will be is what will be. One way or the other.
No. It won't. Like you said, things go around me.
Well, then I hope that that is true.
I'll pick up my knife and head out.
I can see why you all like him. Why you keep him around.
I don't understand his change either.
I think I do. there are certain people that are destined to shape the world. To take what is and turn it into what could be.
Is that why you chose us?
You see, that's the interesting part. I didn't. Nev did. I was only going to hire Navali. And that's the truth. But you all walked through my door. And that had to mean something. And I like to imagine that I'm a pretty good judge of character. And that I'm fairly adept at profiling the people that I meet. And so, I have been proven correct, as I now sit with likely 4 Radiance at my beck and call. Well, 3, I suppose. Beardalar just doesn't want to admit it. So, go. Take on my task. Do your best. Come back. Get paid. Learn more. Grow more. Become more. Or walk away and deal with the consequences.
You heard him. Let's get going. I'll meet you 2 outside, okay?
Ophira's going to be right behind you. She's watching you.
Vera, just
I'm
get...
going to go check on the bear. And then before I go outside, I put my disguise back on.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Whatever. Ton of air. I expect you are aware of my situation, so one of your people will find me with a dossier, I assume.
Do you need a place to live?
I do.
You have a lot of money. I know you might not be used to it, but Navali, you could just rent a home. For quite a long time with the money you have.
Nev has no idea, like, what she can do with all the money she currently has.
Would you like me to put you in touch with a landlord?
No. I suppose I'll figure it out.
You could have a nice 3-bedroom apartment on the top floor of a nice little complex, overlooking one of, my upbringing and how I have lived is showing. I would suggest that you head down to one of the guild halls and you speak with someone who deals with homeowning and take it from there, Navali. You need a roof over your head.
She just shakes her head. It's not for me. But thanks.
I guess I will find you.
I'm sure you will, with all of your many skilled spies and your eyes everywhere. Come on, Fira.
Fira's going to follow you out.
She closes the door behind her. Storming landlords.
I will help if you want help finding a space.
No one's gonna sell anything to me. Look at me.
I will help.
I don't even know what non I am. Is there a 0?
Again, I will help if you need if you need it.
This is one instance in which I will say, yes, Fira, thank you. That sounds like a great thing. I would really appreciate the help. You can tell she's like in pain saying this to you.
Vera can't help but smile at that.
Is Bear still outside?
Yeah, when Alstrom went outside, he saw Bear standing in the rain, just looking up.
She shoulder checks him, not hard enough to like knock him over or anything. You're being a storming jerk.
No, Baird, I understand where you are coming from, but sometimes you just don't give them what they want, you know?
I assume we're walking and talking at this point.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Tila's gonna show up floating just in front of Bear, just to everybody. Oh, yuck. Oh, yuck. Yuck him. Yuck him. That's gross. Yuck.
Okay.
Wait, what? Is this...
Something's wrong with him. Something's wrong. Wrong. Oh, got like a film in my mouth and I don't even have a mouth. Ugh. I think we gotta play the game for a little while though, right? I mean, just long enough. He says there's a big storm coming. All this craziness.
I am.
Did he say that Everstorm was a couple of days away?
Yeah.
That's what he said. Like a day or two.
Yep.
And we'll start to see the changes.
I am done letting other people tell me how I am going to live my life.
Vera perks up at that.
That is admirable. But you also got to be alive to do that.
You also agreed to do this and then you backed out.
No, I agreed to do it, just not for him. I agreed to do it for you.
You think you can have it
That's
both
very-
ways, Bear? Do you?
Storms, I don't know.
That's not how it works.
Bear, I'm telling you how to live your life.
How you do something is just as important as what you do. The most important step you can take. Always the next one, yeah?
I am tired of a knife being dangled over my neck. And the necks of people I care about. That is what I am tired of. I have been living with that. Every action I take, I have to think, is this going to be the one that breaks the line that has been set for me that I don't even know where it is? I don't know where the lines are that I can and can't cross. I don't know that. I don't know what the rules are to this game. So I can't play the game. I can just do what I'm told to do. How am I supposed to learn anything doing that? How am I supposed to save Kholinar? Do you think he gives a shit about what actually happens here? No. No, he does not.
There must be a reason. Even if it's not to save it, there must be a reason why.
What if it's to burn it to the ground?
So let its storming burn to the ground.
No!
There are other cities.
Okay, and all the people in it. I know what you want,
What do
Ivali.
you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Anything but yes, sir. Please, sir, may I have some more?
I need this. If you don't, then you don't have to be part of it. I would prefer that
Yes,
you do,
I
because we
do,
work well
actually.
together.
I do have to be a part of it.
I gave you all an out. In the beginning. You should have thought about that before you said yes. I told you there was no going back, and here we are. I need this. I told you from the beginning. I don't owe you an explanation as to why, but I do.
Do you need spheres? Is that what it is? You can have mine. That's what I thought this was about, but
She
clearly
holds
it's
her
not.
hand out. Hand them over then.
Okay. You can add 90 marks
Oh,
and
no.
4 chips. 90 marks and 4 chips to your cash count.
She takes the coin pouch, but she doesn't put it away. She's just holding it. If this was all it was, we would not be friends. And she's gonna shove the spear pouch back at him. I think I would storming put up with you if it was just for the marks. There were no marks when we worked together before. Just a lot of death.
And by working with him, that's what we're doing. That's who we're getting into bed with.
I don't know anything else. Let it go. You act so high and mighty. You are not.
I know.
I don't know anything else.
Only neither do I. I'm trying to fix that.
So then, we do this one different. We don't have to go in trying to harm everybody that just sees us instantly. Think of the... You have questions? How many answers do you think are in the palace? How many times are you going to get access to that?
Whoever this woman is.
He said a whole lot of nothing in there, but it also sounds like... Would you rather be there when it happens, or hear about it later on?
I said it before, I'm not walking away. But I can't do it for him.
All right. Dress it up however you want. It's all the same in the
Did
end.
any of us say we're doing it for him?
I'm doing this for me.
Did those words come out of my mouth?
No.
I understand that you're in pain, but you cannot assume that everyone's pain is the same as yours. We all have reasons to do this. Tila was right. That guy sucks. But now that we know him, it's better that he thinks we're on his side. Let him think he can control us. Because now we can go in and get more answers. Not only from him, but from the palace, from this Azure.
You see Wave run up Alstrom's throat and dimple the side of his face. We should rob him.
Maybe later, not yet.
No. Listen to me. He has a map of my home. You told me to go in his
Berlar does a perception check. Perception check. Who is watching? Who is listening? Can I raise the stakes on this?
Sure.
So it's nothing. Actually, hold on. I have a thing for this, right?
I have a thing for this.
Can I help
Yes.
somehow? Can I also, like, be on a swivel? Is that
Yeah,
a thing?
especially because Wave is never quiet.
Never quiet.
So that is a natural 20 with a complication for a total of 29
Oh my jeeb.
Wow.
with a complication.
I'm not even gonna ask to roll.
Oh my
That's
god.
too good.
Oh, the 10 fools.
So, Berdalar, you are staring at Wave, and you're staring up at rooftops and in windows and all of those different spots that your eyes usually go. These different avenues of surveillance that you've been trained your entire life, and then it rings true in your ears. You need to look where your eyes aren't trained to go. And you look directly down. And you see something a little strange. You see a circular partition in the ground, in the flagstones of the Kholinar street. There is a small listening port just underneath where you are.
Wave is still talking, right? While I was
Yes.
looking? Hold on a second. This is something I don't know if you can do. I don't know how this works. Because you can light weave sounds, but I don't know exactly how that works.
What, me?
No, I can't. Well, I mean, we both can.
Oh. It's yeah, it's part of the illusion.
It's part of the base surge, yeah.
I would like to cover Wave's voice
Okay.
with something else.
Give me
Once I see the hole.
Give me an illumination check.
What is that? That's
It's presence.
Yeah.
Mine's under
Presence?
presence.
presence and illumination.
Yes.
15 total.
This is your first time trying to do something like this. You don't really understand what you're attempting to do, but something kind of like flows into you, an idea, a sort of moment. And you try so very much to put a damper over Wave And then you cover the entire gathered with a small bubble of non-sound. And you know that there's a rather large radius to it by the fact that the sounds of birds, raindrops, talking people in streets adjacent, trundling chul carts, all cease. We rob him. We take his things. They aren't his anyway. He took them. He stole them. I know. And then we have a map. Or a clock. And that guy can storm himself. What's he going to do? Try to take it back? He said it. He needs us. 'Cause we're special. And he's not.
Wait. Are you sure he is not special like us?
No. But if he was, don't you think he would have shown it? Or said it?
That's what I was trying to bait out of him when I threw my knife at him.
I think
was to see how he was going to protect himself.
Just a guy.
Okay. Well, Wave, I like your idea, but now's not the time. It's very good. I like it. We're gonna circle back to it.
He zips off your face.
Okay, really quick. Everything I said was true, but we are currently in a sound bubble, so no one can hear us. Do you think he thinks I'm a little crazy now?
Yes.
I think he thinks that you are having a bad time.
Good. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, he did a good job of it. Had me worried.
Because I want him to think that he's got me off kilter and angry and all mixed up. I'm gonna play this game so damn well. I'm gonna know everything he does. But I can't be too eager, you know? That's never gonna get me anywhere with somebody like him. Trust me, I don't like him. I'm angry. I'm not that angry. So in case you all were worried about me, I'm good.
Nev is just standing there with crossed arms.
I'm trying to do good.
You said we're in a sound bubble?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do I still see Wave or no?
He's dimpled on Alstrom's coat.
Probably on my something somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, Wave, you said he had a map of your home?
My home.
Is that Shadesamar?
What Shadesmar?
Wait, you know Shadesmar?
My house is there.
Wait, does Bren live in houses? Nev trying to like understand.
Also, Vera.
Jez whispers in your ear, "Yeah, we have houses. It's just a little different."
Tiny?
No,
Are
they're
they
not,
tiny
no, they're not
houses?
tiny. I'm usually regular size. I'm actually pretty
You
tall.
are?
Yeah, I'm usually, yes.
Oh.
I didn't think you could be any taller than like 5'2".
Excuse you.
Well, just from your proportions, you know.
Nev looks so amused by this. Okay, so do all Spren come from Shadesmar?
Yeah, yes. Yes, we all do. All of us.
Wait, even the other ones? Like the shock spren and the wine spren and the dirt spren?
Yeah, they look a little different, but yeah, we're all from there, yes.
Oh.
Wait, Tina, are you also from Shadesmar?
Yes.
Okay.
I want that map.
Okay. We'll get that map. First, we have to get Azure.
Actually, bringing Azure would be a pretty good distraction for trying to steal him up.
It sure would be a good distraction for a lot of things.
Okay. All right. Since I'm probably the one who would be doing the stealing, don't you think perhaps it might be a good idea to, I don't know, consult me on whether or not I want to do this?
I mean, if you don't want
That's
to
a
do
really
it, I
good
will.
question. Nev, do you want to help us steal a map of Shadesmar where our spren live?
No.
Why?
Oh, it's okay. I'll do it.
Tila looks to
I
you.
bet-
Why?
I bet he'll give us a copy. It's not that deep.
Prem, why didn't we think of that?
Okay, no. If he gives us a copy, he could put anything on there he wants.
No? Maybe we could have Wave check it out first.
If there are maps of Shadesmar, could we not also just obtain one?
Yeah, that's what
This
we're doing
place
by
that you
stealing
speak
one.
of that I don't understand what it is still. Okay, it's a place where Spren live. That's not here.
Are you trying to not make this guy mad? Is that what it is? And Tila like squares up towards you. Is that what it is?
It's okay, Taylor. She's hiding something, and we all can tell.
Tila,
If she doesn't want
Tila
to
like
talk
whirls
about
back on Bear. Hey, real quick, stay out of this one.
it. Sorry.
You trying to keep this man from getting angry at us?
Yes.
So you'll go and you'll rob Light Eyes and the powers that be here, and you'll run on the razor's edge, and you say that it's all that you know, and you act like this big dangerous badass, and you put on this ridiculous face of being so anti-authoritarian, but now this one with all of this money and all of this clout has dangled enough to make your life better in front of you, and you're going to just go along with it. He's Light Eyes too, and he's directly threatening your friends. We're working for him. That doesn't mean we can't also work against him. He said he admires ambition. We should take the map. And you're the best one to do it.
It really sucks when she does that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does. Apparently I'm also the worst, so she looks at Jez.
Well, you were the worst, but now you're getting better. You said the words. That's big. Also, Tila, shut up.
I don't care if he gets mad or not. I care if he gets mad enough to start killing the people we care about, because he can certainly do that. Just because he doesn't know about your spren or any of the other secrets he hasn't uncovered about us yet does not mean that he does not have ways to hurt us. And I can think of bare minimum 20 reasons why I don't want to piss him off too much.
So,
Oh, that's so sweet, Nev. Wow. You really are growing.
Shut up, Alstrom.
so it's
Just immediately, no.
so it's different now. Is that what I'm hearing? What's different? The Light Eyes weren't going to kill you? The wall guard wouldn't have killed you if they found you robbing? You wouldn't rot in prison forever? They weren't going to threaten you and yours? They wouldn't cut off the hands of the children? The powers that be wouldn't have ground you underneath their boots?
I didn't say he wouldn't.
Why do you respect this man?
Because he has what I want.
No, because he's who you want to be.
Didn't I just say that?
I suggest you turn that around very quickly.
I suggest you mind your own business.
I think things get a little bit uglier when one of your friends has aspirations to become someone who would threaten the lives of children and those around them. You're not a monster, Nev. Don't become one. And then Tila evaporates.
Way to read into everything.
Yep, it's like having a really cranky, out loud conscience.
I didn't threaten children. Information is power.
Then let's take it.
If
This
I
is
can move up in the Ghost Bloods, then I can.
This is all still assuming that we're going to be successful.
We will.
Okay, now that part, gonna be easy.
Speaking of, Nev, I have a bit of learning to do about stealth.
I'd say you all do. Want to join the training camp?
I think I can make a day or two, yeah?
I
We
put
have
all my
to.
agents through it.
Like a summit or something?
We'll talk
Fira,
about it later.
Fira, you feel a sudden growth right behind you, a sort of rushing, whooshing feeling as Frame grows to be the size of the average Alethi man, about 7 feet tall, just so that he can stand like one head above you.
Do we see him?
You all suddenly see Frame.
Yeah.
Knife out because she doesn't know what Frame looks like.
But
Hello.
Frame,
You have a big spren. He's not tiny.
I am average sized. You have been
Puts Knife away
followed.
slowly.
You've all been followed.
right now?
Yes. There is
Bye.
a number of guards that have followed our location since we have left Tunavir's house. It would seem as if there is a shard-bearing princeling that has accompanied them as well. They are in the company of one. I believe you had mentioned his name earlier.
Casimir.
Tasmir?
One of the Tasmirs. Yes. They seem to have a murderous intent.
Boy.
Scatter.
You go to move, and coming from one direction down the street is a cadre of guards, one of them with a large shard blade in hand, coming from the other direction, there seems to be another cadre of guards, Tasmir being amongst them. And you see that he, as well, has a shard blade manifested. You cannot hear anything. But you see that Tasmir is shouting.
You said there's a hole beneath us?
We're going to deal with this at the onset of next episode, everybody.
Oh, no.
Hi, folks. That was our penultimate episode for the season. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had a fantastic time. I know things went a little long this evening. Thank you for sticking around. We will go live next Tuesday for our season finale, and then we will be on a 1 week long break, so that I can rest, recuperate, and get get a week of one less game potentially. And yeah, we will catch you potentially. We'll see you on Saturday for Sanguine Dominion, our Vampire the Masquerade series. Please. That right there, go to www.youtube.com/@anotherworldtabletop right now, and you will be able to catch up on every single episode of Sanguine Dominion. All of the VODs are there. You can watch at your leisure. You can listen to them, etc., etc. Mean the world if you follow, like, subscribe, all of those wonderful things. Join the Discord to stay the most up to date for everything that goes on here at Another World. You will get our live notifications. You will get all of our upload schedules, etc., etc., etc. New game announcements, and you can interact with the cast, hang out, etc., catch on memes and all of that. So
Talk about Cosmere.
You can come and talk about Cosmere. Oh, hey, welcome in, Craigums. Welcome in. We're just about to raid out ourselves, so it's great to see you. Most importantly of everyone. No, that's okay. Most importantly of all, everyone, tell your dog that we love them before we head out. We are going to we're going to raid into Captain Robert because he's actually live, and we have a good friend that hangs out from time to time that is over on that channel every so often, that being Arcane Adam. So catch us on Saturday for Sanguine Dominion, and and every so often we play Game Duel over here. So yeah, we'll catch you all on the flip flop, everybody. There it is. 10 seconds to go. Play Cosmere RPG. Shout out Brotherwise Games for making this amazing system. Shout out Brandon Sanderson for bringing this world to us.
There is a starter set. I was in my friendly local game store. They do have a starter set if you're interested.
Absolutely. And follow
it's fun.
Follow the Cosmere RPG channel. Follow the Brotherwise Games channel. They have like how to play videos all the time. You can learn how to play this game in no time flat. If you know D&D, it's a very easy transition. See you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
We're so cool.
We are super cool.